Back here for another segment on the ETBU Coaches Show. Kenneth Klein, Mark T. Robinson here, and we are now joined by the head women's soccer coach of the ETBU squad, Erik Solberg. Coach Solberg, it's been a while, but you had yourself a couple of games here and there since we last talked. But let's start off with a Labor Day game you actually had. Y'all traveled up to Mississippi to take on the Mississippi University for Women. Came away with your first victory of the season there. Just kind of recap that.
Absolutely. It was really important after that tie against Shriner to open the season that we, get our first win. I thought we left too many chances unfinished in that first home match. It's always a good test to go on the road, play a team you don't know a whole lot about. So I was super excited to see what the ladies could do on the road, and we responded to the challenge. We scored a goal late in the first half. Jenna Kusera got her first career goal, and then we finished the job off with a late goal in the second half as well by Gabby Henley off a header on a corner, or set piece. So brilliant job by the ladies to get their first shutout of the season. I thought that was great. We responded to a lot of adversity and challenges in the match and just by traveling on the road and stuff. So I thought we did a really good job to get our first win against a really tough, well-organized defensive team. I thought we could have had more goals for sure in the game, but you're always happy when you walk away from a tough road trip with a win.
Absolutely, Coach. And just speaking of you guys just really being on the road a lot, so just kind of talk about how it's helped to kind of build your chemistry. I know being on the road like that, you get to learn more about your players. You get to learn more about, how your team operates. How has that helped you guys so far?
It just prepares us for conference. I mean, we try in the non-conference to take tough road trips to prepare us for what we're going to see in conference. We'll get to it, I'm sure, later in this show, but we start conference this week on the road with 2 games against very tough teams. So try to set up a non-conference schedule that, prepares us for what it's like to stay in a hotel and get off the bus and try and perform, and as well as one that allows us to grow closer as a team. Both the trip to Mississippi and this past weekend to Rhodes and Memphis, as well as Austin College, we brought a lot of the team, or the whole team. So they get a chance to just bond together. We're not with the guys' team, it's just us. We get a chance to grow closer to one another, learn different things about each other, and just spend time like as a soccer family with one another. So I think that's the best thing about playing on the road, is just growing closer and going to battle with each other on the road in adverse conditions. And I think it helps us learn and grow, and it's something that you can't even get at home.
You also managed to find some time to do certain activities while you're in Memphis. If I'm not mistaken, there was a picture where you were at outside the house of a famous singer, if you will.
So I missed the trip to Graceland. I was at the field trying to sweep it off so we could play with the Rhodes coaching staff. But yeah, our girls got to see Graceland. We got to see the National Civil Rights Museum, the Lorraine Hotel, motel where Martin Luther King was shot and killed. And so that was a really good historical moment for us, and see some things like that. So it's obviously a cool opportunity to go someplace. Some of our girls are like, hey, this is my first time in Tennessee. So get to go someplace different. When I look back at my career as a student athlete, some of the most fun things were with the team, on road trips, doing things and going places I'd never been before. And so we try to provide that opportunity. We had good barbecue. Wish we would have come away with a win on Sunday, but Memphis was a fun time, and I definitely feel like we're a closer team for it.
Definitely, Coach. And so you guys, you kind of alluded to it, you got a tough test against UMHB on Thursday. They closed out the week against Concordia. So, what's the mindset? How have you guys kind of been talking about and thinking about how you're going to approach those games? What's the mindset going forward?
Yeah, the mindset is, it's big girl soccer now. I mean, there's no easy matches left on our schedule. We kind of went into that with Rhodes. We came off a big 5-0 win at Austin College, and Rhodes took it to us in the first half, and we didn't really respond to adversity that well. So I thought, the big message this week is to kind of use that as motivation. Let's make sure we respond to adversity in the appropriate positive way this week when and if we face it, because in the game of soccer and in life, you're going to face it. But also just playing our style, being confident with the girls that we have in the room, being talented enough. We got a wonderful group of young women that are more than capable of going on the road and getting a couple of wins. And also as a coach, realistically now every point counts towards our goal of finishing back again in the top 4 and competing for a conference championship. So, forget about what everybody's done in the non-conference. Everybody's 0-0, 0 points in conference. So just take it one game at a time. I mean, that's the biggest message right now. We're not going to worry about Concordia until we're done with worrying about UMHB, and just preparing to make sure we play our style of soccer, bring that kind of energy that we're known for. And, if we do that, we're going to be in good shape.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you this weekend as you begin your conference play with UMHB and Concordia. We will see if Coach Solberg and his team can come away with some wins that we can talk about next time. So, folks, stick around. We'll have more in just a moment.